Hello, 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 hello. ABC always be typing It's the most important channel command. We're gaming. We're playing gaming. We're doing gaming. We're doing the gaming and the jaming. We're playing of Mother 3. You know it. You love it. It's the game with the powers and the lizards and the frogs, and there's mole crickets in it now too. There's the sounds. For whatever. Did I turn my volume up too loud? I can hear my own voice in my ears so loud. But I think it should be the normal amount on stream. So I don't know if maybe my software updated or my ears just got better perhaps. But hello everybody, welcome to Wednesday, Mother 3 Wednesday. We're playing Mother 3 Wednesday. If you think about it, Wednesday it starts with a W. Mother starts with the W that's upside down, and 3 is just a W on its side. All new boba. All new booba. Boba's so good. People have been talking about boba all day, and it's making me want to eat boba. Which I have. I have some dried boba in my pantry that I could just boil up into boba, but right now we're doing a stream, so I can't boil things in stream. That's not, responsible. What I do have is more darkness tea. I'm pouring myself some right now. What I also do is I have an updated attack command. Boba and udon. I want you to know that talking about udon made me crave udon so bad that I had udon for lunch today. It was great. I put in some chicken and an egg, and it already came with like the sauce in the packet and stuff. It was very good. Now I want more udon. No, 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 I have to remember. No, 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 we're not new gaming it. Not new gaming it. Darkness tea. It turned out darker than ever today. Hold on. Can I get a picture of this up on screen? Like, I brewed it. It's really good is the thing. It's really good is the problem. But, like, it's definitely not the color that tea is supposed to be. I took a picture of it in the teapot today, and it's terrifying almost. Let me just get this. Oh, let me just get this. And let me just get this. Hey, Jagdab, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You're upset that was your first time teaing it? Oh, eating it, I'm guessing. Yeah, udon's really good. I'm surprised you've waited this long to eat a udon. Do you simply not watch anime and want to eat all the, like, ramen, soba, whatever? Darkness tea is candy apple tea mixed with, pea flower tea. Pea flower tea is the one that makes your tea blue. And then if you put in lemon juice, it, turns purple. But apparently if you just steep pea flower tea too long, it just gets dark. It gets so dark. Hold on, where is this? Let me just drag this into OBS. Look how dark that tea is. Look at that. That's not the color tea should be. It's the void. It's just drinking darkness. And then here's the picture from last night. Not last night, Monday night? Yeah, Monday night. Monday nights was a little more purple. This one is just, it's just dark tea. www.darktea.com. It was your first time going somewhere that had udon? That's right, I forget that most places don't just have, like, Japanese food readily accessible literally everywhere. I love to be drinking the void. I also love to be playing a Mother 3. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I remembered the right button this time. now I want to eat more udon. Oh, right, I was saying, I've done it. I've made it so that when you attack me, it attacks me real. It attacks me real, doesn't attack. Check this out. Ow. It hurts. It's painful. You wish udon was sold everywhere? Well, good for you. The internet exists, and you can buy udon. Like, you know how they have cup ramen? They have, like, bowl udon, which isn't quite as good as they make it in the restaurant, but nothing ever is. I still haven't set it up that it'll sometimes attack him, but, I can make that happen. The only reason I don't have that set up is because I literally set this up in the 15 minutes before stream, and I'm surprised I even got it up and running. Hello, you. Sleep talking? Me sleep talking? Is this me sleep talking? Slalking? Mumble murmur. There's a letter from Phrygia on this sign. Read it? Yes. Welcome. I'm Phrygia, the sleeping gypsy. I assume I'll be fast asleep when you arrive, so I'm leaving this letter here for you. A little more serious and detail-oriented than the other gypsies. Hello again, Lucas. Aona told me you'd be coming here. The dark dragon needle you're to pull is in a lake of lava up ahead. I don't mind if you pull it while I'm asleep. It will mean the time has come, and I will disappear in my sleep. There is a boulder blocking the path to the volcano. Ow! Mean to me! You should give it some encouraging words. You just want to know. It does a big violence at me. It does the attack sound and it throws an object at me, and there's many objects. Also, I think you can just do exclamation point attack too for free. Well, good luck, smoochy smoochy. Got some encouraging words. Was that a burger? It might have been. There's a handful of objects. I disabled some of them. Others I did not. I think burger is one of them. Meat. You can throw meat at me. A fish. A bear. Chamomile tea. Ow, that was a banana. You can, I know the program lets you load in custom models, and I'm pretty sure, I was reading up on this before actually, like, this was something I was gonna implement when I got my Live 2D rig up and going, but then I realized you can just do it on anything. Jesus. Jesus. Boom, got him. Oh, my microphone is louder than normal. There we go, I think. That's a little better. Maybe? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get some actual, like, custom objects, like maybe some swords or, instruments, cats, corn. I don't know, what things do you throw at people usually? Rocks? A boulder is blocking the way. Lucas spoke the encouraging words to the boulder. You could do it, boulder. I believe in you. Great job, boulder. You're the best. Instruments. I don't know. What do you throw at people usually? Like a tuba? A horizontal boulder. The boulder won't budge at all. A horizontal boulder. Boulder won't budge at all. What do we... Boulder feels better? How do I... Phrygia? Sleep talking? Slocking? Smoochy smoochy. Do I have to make them depressed first? Hey, Mims! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Quick, Mims, type exclamation point attack. Thanks for letting me spam you art. Hell yeah, I love to be seeing your doodles. They're so good. Ow! Ow! Thank you. I love to be seeing a funny love to be seeing the funny doodles and the chorbies and the minotaurs and everything. It can be a bear. It could be so many objects. It could be... I think I took out the bicycle. How do I move a boulder? Do I have something that makes people sad? A bike. I took out the bike. The bike felt weird. I could put the bike back in. Your stars? Draw a lot during class. I miss school only because it sat me down for hours at a time, and so I would always be drawing. It's so hard. When you graduate, get in the habit of drawing regularly, or else you're just gonna stop drawing forever. Not forever, but just like regularly. It's so hard to like be like, okay, yeah, now it's time to draw. What do I do? A horizontal boulder. Boulder won't budge at all. Is there a path to the side that I'm just straight up missing? Do I need a, object? Like a boulder eraser? Never draw outside of school. It's hard. It's hard to find time. Like when you're outside of school, when you're not sat down using your eyes and your ears and you can't do anything else, it's like, all right, might as well move my hands and start a drawing. But when you're home, or like when you're on vacation, when you're out of school, when you're home, it's just like, well, I could be watching anime instead, or reading manga, or playing a video game. Draw during Spanish in last year, draw during your first and sixth period. I would draw literally during every class, every single class. Either that or I would be translating. Not over your homework saying you should break up with someone. Wait, what? Hello? Also, hello? Like, do people send emails anymore? I send emails all the day for work, but to like email or writing a letter, when was this written? Shouldn't it be like text or DMs now? That's how people communicate digitally. Gen X Def wrote this. Yeah. I think everybody should break up over email, even if they don't want to. I'm sorry, but it's the law. What does this cricket have? Zoomer's evil. Zoomer's also evil. Good thing I'm a millennial. Also equally evil. Perhaps maybe every generation is just evil. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Do you have... Please tell me you have just like... No... Millennials are so pog. They, can't afford to buy a house. They go to Disneyland and middle part their hair. Joke's on you, my hair doesn't have a part. Wait, does it? Hold on. Yeah, no. No part. It's short enough that it doesn't need one. I was trying to think, I'm like, is there a part behind the bangs? Messed it up. I have been to Disneyland though, so like it's a side part. Is that the millennial hairstyle? I know the Zoomer hairstyle is the broccoli hair. What's the Gen X hairstyle? Your character has a side part? I mean, sort of. Is it a side part if you can't actually see the part? Bald. Gen Xers are just so old, they don't even have hair. Boom, got him. I think boomers are probably bald by now. It has an implied part. I guess, yeah. Is it better to part your hair in the middle? What do I do about these boulders? On the right side. And that's how you know it's the correct side. Pew, 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 pew. Can I just jump in the lava? I probably need something. I probably need to get something. Mr. Saturn's. Looking at sky. Came up here easy, easy. Ladder there. Hey, Mr. Saturn, you know about, can go down, can go up, can fall. Arbitrary generation cutoff set by human moment. So true. What is the... What is this for? It doesn't even go anywhere. Are they just having fun with ladders? There's gotta be something in Saturn Valley I just straight up missed. Do you have something that makes rocks sad? Use hot spring. Wash exhaust off. Dakota. All I know is that millennials killed every industry. And, boomers don't know how to use a phone. And, zoomers are, bussin' for real and goated with the sauce. Girl. Killing the middle sheet industry? What is the middle sheet industry? Is that an autocorrect? And top sheet? Oh, like bed sheets? What is a middle sheet? What, is this a sheet of paper? Is this a sheet, like a blanket sheet? Is this, look it up. Should I be worried? We're learning about the triple, okay, it is bed sheets. We're learning about the triple sheet technique. A proper bed should have a plain sheet, and then a blanket, and then a comforter, right? Is there supposed to be another sheet in there? Not counting the one that goes over the mattress. The triple sheeting technique is used by most hotels for its simplicity and practicality. With it, every new guest gets a clean, crisp bed. The triple sheeting technique gives hotel beds a polished, finished look and saves housekeeping time and costs, which we will explain below. What is triple sheeting? Triple sheeting, or three-layer bed making, involves 4 components: a fitted sheet, 1 flat sheet underlayer, 1 blanket with a blanket protector, and lastly, another flat sheet top layer. When you triple layer a bed, you have 1 fitted sheet on the mattress, then a flat sheet, a blanket with its blanket protector for added protection, and lastly another flat sheet that we can refer to as the top sheet. Typically, this flat sheet will have a design like a stripe or a jacquard. The fuck is a jacquard? Middle sheet has been used in a lot of houses, I'm pretty sure. You just heard millennials are killing it. I didn't know this was like an industry. eyfey%, we're learning about bed sheets. What the fuck is a jacquard? What? What? Oh. That's a jacquard. It's, I guess, the fancy, like, embossed pattern? My headphones don't have stars on them? No, they're circles. Headphone circles. When I get my 3D model, you're gonna be able to see me tilt my head slightly to the side. Do I have Mandela effect? I think there was one time I drew you and Chell as robots, and I gave one or both of you stars on the headphones, so that might be why. But mine are always circles. You remember me with stars? You can change that. Yeah, there's like eyfey editing in the Discord if you just want to pop in your version of eyfey. Is the most recent one the Ada battery eyfey? Because that was a pretty good one. Star eyfey, star truther. Here we go. Here's the overcharged eyfey from Mancart. A powerful, powerful eyfey. This is every time that I, eat fruit snacks. Have I? I don't think I've ever had stars. I'm trying to find the one, if I have any images of me from the side. You want fruit snacks now? I slammed some fruit snacks right before stream. And normally I chew on them a little bit, have a nice little pre-stream snack during the countdown while the music is playing. I don't think I've drawn myself from the side. I will say, I'm still not sure whether these, on the very edge of the headphones, if they're, Oh, I have a setup I can draw. I could do a doodle for y'all. I could draw eyfey reference with a mouse. Up, 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 Let's see. So we got eyfey, right? Let's get this small. Here's my mouse eyfey. Oh my god, drawing with a mouse is not ideal. Wait, I have drawn... No. I'm pretty sure I drew a shitty version of my head from the side to show Goof what my hair looked like in the back. So that they could do the little stream avatar. But I have no clue where I would find that. Anyway, I don't know how to draw from the side, but here's headphone. Wait, that should be the other way. Should be something like that, I think. There we go. That's what eyfey headphones look like from the side. It's been circles all along. This one goes all the way around too. Oh no. No, no, don't delete the whole layer. New mod feature called shield mode? What does shield mode do? Does it protect from violence or safety? Never tire of this. Dude, these Mr. Saturns love to ladder. You go Fire Mountain. Zoom zoom. Mr. Saturn, smooth, smooth after bath. Ladder playing is fun. Play at me. No play at me. No play. Oh. Need the eyfey PNG again? You lost it? Where was the original eyfey PNG? I should, No, I was gonna say I should just upload the Photoshop document of my tuber, but I feel like that could be used for great evil. So what does shield mode do? Is it something like, I don't know, maybe like new people can't type in chat to protect from like hate raids or something? No understand what is what. Cramped ding ding. We all good friends. All everyone. Oh wait, maybe we need the rope snake. Always get catched, Arlie T. There are some things I want to forget, and some things I have forgotten. But have you forgotten me? It's me, the rope snake. I apologize for the trouble I caused before. No, I'm not depressed. I'm not. Really, I'm not depressed. Can I use encouraging words on the snake? No problem here. Eyfey is a closed source. I'm not an open sourced tuber. Because what if I upload my PNG tuber file and then somebody starts streaming with it and then I have an evil clone on the loose and then I have to deal with that? Shield mode is like a way of quickly deleting and banning people. Whoa. How does it know who to delete and ban? Does it like just show ban buttons next to everybody so you can just kill them real quick? That seems more like a violence mode. An attack mode, if you will. Let you try, don't ban everybody. Or do. It's up to you. You have the power of the sword. Wouldn't it be wild if you could ban a streamer from their own chat? Is good. Right, left. Now then. Now then? Do not know now then. Am relieved. Was scary, but now unscary. I don't think these Mr. Saturns have a way to make boulders vertical. You have to go full shield mode. Hell yes, Super Saiyan. Beep. Your hair yellow and tall. Man, I think that'd be funny if you could. That would be wild, because like I would still be able to stream. I just wouldn't be able to type in chat. Cleared the chat, enabled 1 month followers only mode, 30-second slow mode. Oh, that's what shield mode does. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so it is like a way to just clear out hate raids real fast. That's interesting. Yeah, 1 month follower. I didn't know it let you do that. I knew it let you do like subscriber only mode or follower only mode. I think so, yeah. Okay, that's actually really good to know. What shield mode does can be customized. Ooh, that's very handy. Because, yeah, I knew, like, emote only mode was a thing, subscriber only chat was a thing, follower only chat was a thing. But the fact that you can set it to, like, 1 month follower, you could probably set it to, like, 1 week follower, or, like, I think you can set it to be, like, needs 2-factor authentication, or, like, needs to have an email. I guess you need an email to be on Twitch, but like, welcome Eyfey, actually a tutorial robot. Thank you for tutorial, I have learned so much. Do you need something? Yeah, I need a way to make boulders sad, so that I can cheer them up and then they move out of my way. Hi. You come buying? You can sell too. I'm Mr. Saturn Boing. Can do all for you. No, that's a doing. No, that is a boing. You want to buy Zoom? Yeah. Do you have a thing that makes, a funny stick?
Hank.
A Hank. Hey, cold for bet. I could buy a funny stick. I could buy a Civolg. It's gloves backwards, I think. Barefoot shoes. Shoes with bare feet printed on them. Offense plus 38. Jesus. Flame pendant. Ice pendant. Thunder pendant. Boing ribbon. Rail bandana. I need to buy like all of this. Hold on. I need to go see that frog stat. $500 IDV skin just dropped. Of what? Is it like an original thing or is it like a character from something? How goes it? It goes pretty good. I'm stuck at boulders. I don't know how to get past them. So we're hanging out with Mr. Saturns in case one of them has like a boulder remover. Original thing. Does it at least look cool or is it just expensive because it's rare? Taking out all our dip. Previous frog sends its regards, by the way. SS skin BS labeling that allows them to trick 14-year-olds into spending money. It's really cool looking. Okay, at least there's that, but like, yeah, never spend $500 on a video game. Never spend probably more than $100 on a video game, I think. If it's sequels, if you like buy a video game and then the sequel, that's different. But if it's like a gacha game or DLC or, yeah, especially IDV, especially cosmetics, oh my god, not worth it. We come buying, boing. Yes, we want to buy Zoom. We're gonna buy the funny stick. The most you'd spend on a game is like $30. $30 is like the perfect price for a game. If it's a smaller game, like 5 to 20. Like $60 right now? Is that what the price for in like AAA games, mainstream? Like if you buy a Nintendo game, if you buy a PlayStation game or whatever, are they? I think Nintendo are 60. What are PlayStation games right now? Are they 60? Have they gone up to like 80? Expensive. I could understand still 60. Okay, good. Yeah, I can understand spending $60 if it is a game. You're a broke college student who doesn't have an income. Yeah, fair. Also, yeah, the amount of dollars you have should affect that by a lot. I think most games that are made right now are only worth like 30 bucks. Some, like Splatoon, I think is a game that where they do a lot of maintenance on it and like upkeep and servers and stuff. Like Splatoon, I think is worth the $60. But like the new Pokemon game is definitely not worth $60. Even Pokemon Arceus, which I liked really like a lot, was not worth $60. Most yeah, most indie games I feel like 10 or 20 bucks feels about right for. Yeah, Nintendo does that thing where it doesn't decrease the price with time. They put it on sale, I'm doing air quotes right now, every once in a while, but usually that's not even by that much. Like, they don't go on 50% sale. They go on like, oh, like $5 off, $10 off. Pay $60 for Splatoon because you know it'd be fun. You think Pokemon games should be 30 or 40. Yeah, it's like the same game. I know that they get graphics and stuff, like they have to redo a lot of stuff, but like I feel like the content you're getting is not worth this. You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? My cat is meowing from the other room. He's probably upset because Pip-Pat jumped up high and he can't play with her now. I think what the problem is games are priced at $60 now, and now game companies are trying to cram in as much stuff into their games as possible to make them worth the $60, which ends up being like, oh, here's like a game with hundreds of hours of content, or like extra side quests, or like weird funky stuff that they really don't need to put in the game. I wish people would make shorter games for less money. I wish people would put less in their games and have them, like, I can't play a 300-hour game. I don't have that kind of time. Give me a game I can beat in like 10 hours and price it at like 30 bucks. Anyway, pirate games unless they belong to an indie developer, in which case support the indie developers. Yippee! Nightbot loves this. I want to buy the funny stick. I think. Hold on. What do we have attached right now? We have, I think, the yo-yo, which is 30. We have 12, 15, 30 plus peep. 20. Duster definitely needs new goodies. Yeah, I want shorter games with shittier graphics made by devs who are paid more to do less. That's exactly it. If you're not playing Mother 3 English officially. Actually, no, I bought Mother 3 and learned how to code and translated the entire game myself, and this is the one that I made, and this is real, and I'm not lying at all. Joe the Mother. Joe Mama, boom, got him. No, this is my, the Mother 3 translation patch, which has so much good quality, and I'm definitely playing it on a real Game Boy Advanced and not an emulator at all. I'm so talented and would never tell a lie. I'm always telling you, I'm like, you know those riddles? It's like you come up to two doors guarded by two frogs, and one of them always tells the truth and one of them always tells a lie. It's me. I'm the one who always tells the truth. The one that you're supposed to ask is, what do you think the other frog guard would say if I said, is this the right door? And then you would know it. Isn't that a lie? No, it's the truth. I'm the frog guards. I've never done a untruth ever. Every time you stream, you have school stuff you need to do. Have you considered simply doing all your school stuff while you're in different classes at school? You got math homework, do it during English. You got English homework, do it during geography. You got the history homework, do it during the other classes that you take. I don't remember. I haven't been in school for so long. Came in a situation like that, you ask what color your shirt is to see if they lie. I think what the caveat to those riddles that everybody forgets to say, I also forgot to say, is like you only get to ask them one question. Like, it's like if you come up to two guards and you have to ask them one question, and like one of them always tells the truth, the other one always lies, what do you ask? And it's supposed to be like, or it's, you ask like, which door would the other guard tell me is the correct door? And both guards will say the same door, and then you go into the opposite door. Because the one that tells the truth knows that the other one lies, and so it would say the lie door, which is the truth, and the one that always lies knows that the true one would say the true door, so then it lies and says the not true door. These are the riddles. Geography. It's the study of shapes and maps. Your English is right before a class in which your final period teacher would murder you. Why is your teacher gonna do you a murder? I'm so sure about everything always. Look, we can go back to Clip Studio Paint. Get rid of that. So there's these two doors. That's a door. That's a door. And there's two, oh my god, no, hold on. There's two frogs. This is what a frogs look like. And one of them is always true, and one of them is always lie. And then here's you. And so you get to ask them one question. And after that question, you get to pick a door. And after the door, you die or you live. And so you say, which one do I... If you ask them, which door should I go through? One of these frogs is going to be like, oh, well, you should go through this door. And the other one's going to say, well, you should go through this door. And then it'll be like, well, which one is it? Because I don't know which one's telling the truth and which one's telling the lies. But here's this business. This one's the lie frog, this one's the true frog, and this one's the true door, and this one's the lie door. But you don't know that yet. Truthful and kind, evil and fucked up. Are you sure about that one? The liar one has to lie? The liar one has to lie. You erased yourself. Could the frog be in a car? The frog can be in a car. I can't draw a car so good, but I'll do my darndest. Well, it's kind of on a car. Yeah, you know the one's a liar. Anyway, you say which door would the other frog say that I should go through, and this one goes, well, that one's a liar frog, so he's gonna tell you to go through the liar door. And this one will be like, that one's the true frog, so it's gonna tell you to go through the true frog, but I gotta lie about it, so I'm gonna tell you to go through the liar door. And then they both say, liar door. And so you go, aha, go through the truth door. And now you understand it. You can't tell the difference. Ask the two frogs which door the other one would say you should go through. Gero gero frokar is like pui pui molkar. Gero gero kareru, like kaeru but car frog. Wait, no, what's car in Japanese? Automobile. Kuruma. Kaeruma. I guess Pui Pui Molkar just says car instead of Kuruma. Kareru. Looked away for 2 seconds and now it has a car. Well, you said, could it be in a car? So we put it in a car. If a frog has a car, it's a liar. It's true. Got it in one. If a frog lies to you, you know it's got a vehicle. Uh-huh. And Boney, what do you got? Brown collar, 2020. Oh, geez, that collar good. 2020. And a cute hat. Learn so much here. Good. ABC always be learning. Yahoo! What can we buy for this boy? We can buy nothing for this dog. Duster desperately needs some good stuff. Covers an enemy in honey, causing a swarm of bees to attack. Yippee! Everybody needs a Leo bracelet, I think. And he desperately needs the Bam Damba. Scared me. Parrot loud. Parrot jump scare. I think if you do exclamation point jump scare, it still works. Does it? Hold on. It sure does. That can happen anytime. And I think it's a different GIF every time also. Let's see. What is that clip? It's a skeleton. Or is it the same skeleton every time? I think it's supposed to be different. Ow! 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 Pain. I spelled that wrong. There we go. Yeah, so it's different sometimes. We just happen to get the same skeleton twice in a row. Okay, so I set up, I set up the jump scare command for the creepypasta stream, and I remember, there we go. There's the everything will be okay. If you say it's too scary, manatees. If you say it's too scary, Furby helps. I think we need these barefoot shoes. No, no to the manatees or no to the Furby? 35. We want to keep those other gloves. Do we want the funny stick? Furby is, ow! Ouch at me. Had a Furby and you were scared of it. I think that burger is slightly transparent. Hold on. I think maybe that burger had metal in it. I need to lower this chroma key real quick. Hold on. Don't worry about this. Green moments. Ow! Oh, Jesus! Oh! I know exactly what happened there. Hold on. Okay, it needs to go up more. We're doing on-the-fly streamer adjusting. Knocked him into Greenland. 200. Let's try that. No, it still has a weird border. I wish I could just, like, leave the thing attacking me on screen for maybe a little bit. Lizards of Banff hasn't fallen off at all. The lizard's very strong and powerful. Maybe it's okay to have a little bit of a radioactive border. Maybe it's good and fine to do. I'll fix that after stream. I already have my own border, so why can't the things being thrown at me have a little bit of a border also? But I don't know if that fixed the burger, which is the whole point. That one went very fast, but I think I could see the cheese at least. What is the current? Yo-yo is plus 30, plus 5. And funny stick is plus 40. Yeah, we'll keep the yo-yo. Thank you. Boing. Tried putting Rolos in your coffee of a curse known as I coffee every day. Hell yes. Did you get them to melt all the way? Because once you get that down, it's like... It's so good. It's so good and delicious. I drop a Rolo in my coffee every day. Yes! Okay, good, excellent. I told a coworker to do it, and they didn't stir good. And so they just, like, had a lump of caramel at the bottom of their coffee. Moth Chair 3, exactly, that's the game we play. It's so good, right? Like, it has no business being that good. But Rolos and coffee is amazing. It's too fucking good. 1 Rolo or 2 Rolos, that's the good amount of Rolos. Hi. You come buying? You can sell too. Hi, Mr. Saturn Boing can do all for you. You want buy Zoom? Wait, this one also sells? Ah, this one sells food. 1 Rolo, Haven. Currently trying to figure out ways to play this one SMBZ fighting game you like on your school computer. You're trying to figure out how to get WebGLs to run. I wouldn't install anything on your school computer. They monitor that. That's a way to get, you're probably not in big trouble, but like, what was Moth Chair 3? It's the game we're playing. We're playing Moth Chair 3. Yeah, that's a good way to get somebody to be like, hey, don't install things on school computers. They don't belong to you. Moth Chair 3. Super Mario Bros. Z. Super Mega Broly Zeta. One Rolo, have not needed to up the stakes yet to 2. 1 Rolo is perfect and good. If you just want a little bit of extra sweet and chocolatey, 2 Rolos is fine too, but it is harder to melt. But 1 Rolo in doggy jerky. Jerky for dogs. Buy some of this. Did a lot of dubious things on your school laptop. When I was in school, we didn't get laptops. We had to use, we used PCs in the school, but we didn't have any we could take home. If you, old person alert, hashtag ratio. Yeah, technology moves so fast, it's wild. Like, laptops were a thing when I was in school. Like, I had actually, no, I didn't get my first laptop until I graduated high school, but also my family, like, just didn't get me. No school. Who has the fucking no bitches emoji? Is that yours? Incredible. Hey, Lucky Pangolin, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the pin. It's a good emote. Holy shit. We've downloaded numerous Bug Fable songs onto your school computer. Songs are maybe safer than programs, but at the same time, didn't mean to pin that. It's worth pinning. Yeah, I'm like, I also didn't have a smartphone until college, but that was other people had smartphones. I just simply did. Like, my parents were like, you have a computer at home. You don't, like, we have a family computer. You don't need your own electronics. I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna download anime and put it on my 3DS to watch. Or I guess it would be regular DS because 3DS didn't come out until I was in college. Probably won't be along for tonight. I'm so very tired. Oh, definitely get a good night's sleep. That's so important. Thank you for stopping in, though. I had to wake up extra early on Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Because I, a fool, left my computer in the office, even though I was working from home on Tuesday, so I had to wake up early to drive to the office just to grab my computer and then drive back home. And technically I could have woken up a little bit later and worked from the office for half a day, but there was no way I was gonna miss the Fashion Police run through in GDQ, and I'm so glad I didn't. Trying to get some Google Sites shit to work so you don't need it to be downloaded. Huh. Like running it through the browser? A family computer lived that life until college. Yeah, like, same. I think I got a laptop, I got a gaming laptop as a graduation, like a high school graduation present. That was my first personal computer. I'm so happy for kids these days being able to have a smartphone, which is just a computer that lives in your pocket. Tablets, good for you, good for you. Spent 8 hours making the pixel art for that. Wait, is that pixel art? It's not even shrunk down? My chat's very tiny on screen, so I can't see so good, but holy shit, that's impressive. Briefly hosted one of those Flash games unblocked Google sites. Oh my god. There's probably ways around it. There were always ways around stuff. Like, there were sites that were blocked on our school computers. We'd be in the computer lab, and then we'd be like, alright, time to figure out how to do this thing so we can just play RuneScape. Or God forbid, somebody had a family computer that their parents installed, like, parental locks on, so they had limited internet. I think... God, who was it? I had a friend who, like... Their parents put, like, a restriction on their internet so that it would, like, disconnect after a certain number of hours. But she figured out that you can, like, it didn't, for whatever reason, if you use Trillion for your, like, messaging program, as long as you connected it to the internet during those 4 hours, it wouldn't disconnect after the, like, time had gone up. Those were weird days. I'm glad days are different now. Main way of passing time on your school laptop is scrolling through every page of Google, clicking link, looking for unblocked games. Oh my god. Like, schools really just give you laptops now? I mean, they probably don't give, like, they rent them to you, but, like, they just straight up give you a box that you take home and you use at school and you can just, like, type things? That's so wild to me. All we got were shitty beat up books. We had to buy our own paper and stuff. Accidentally wound up on sites you should not have been on. Did you click on the sexy Flash games? Did you click on the behead your neighbor Flash games? I was either doing what you're supposed to on the school computers or staring blankly at a Google Doc. Someone watched 18+ no-no content on YouTube. The IT people blocked YouTube on the school laptops. Just the entire site? That's wild. But also, like, 18 and up content isn't supposed to be on YouTube. Or what? I mean, like, you can have videos marked 18 and up, but you're not allowed to have, like, explicit... Like, you can't have rated R stuff on YouTube, right? I'm pretty sure that's against their terms and services. Used to mess with your family, make shortcuts on the desktop, would have the Firefox picture, would shut down or crash the computer on purpose. Hell yeah. People still put it on YouTube. Oh, of course they do. And yet my fucking VOD gets insta-blocked in all countries because I watched 33 gene hacks to do with your, like, genes to make them slightly different genes. I still have to put a gif of Booba over that or something so I can re-upload that VOD. My parents were both programmers, so there was nothing I could do to the computer that would, like, trick them or fool them. But, There were when I was like elementary school little, they would definitely like change our account password so we couldn't log in if we were like grounded or whatever. Ah yes, John 10. Ooh, new hat. Salmon run hat. So they would like change our password when we were grounded so we couldn't log in and like do stuff. But my brother found the password to my dad's account, so we literally just would log into his administrator account and just play on the computer anyway. It was great. Ooh, new hat, new hat. Another great emote pending. It's an angry snom with a gun. Ooh, I hope that gets approved. Oh, cat ears. I forgot. I can become Nya. Nya. That's the only cat mouth I have on this honk model. There's like a 50-50 chance that Twitch is gonna say this emote is no good because it's got a gun in it, but also they might just be cool and it'll be fine. New minute, new hat. Hats all the time. Meow. Ulakan Silgan. Yeah. I think I have all the things I need, but you will take the pitashai? Come on, you can do it, him.
For understreck, heads understreck. Ses LTD Peter Tjejevel TD 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 Peter Tjejevel.
Very bop. It's literally a jam. Jevel TD Peter Tjejevel TD Peter Tjejevel TD Peter Tjejevel TD Peter Tjejevel TD Peter Tjejevel. It's so good. Yeah, him dance now. If I do a dance, him do a dance. And if I do a slow dance, him do a slower dance. Boop, 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 boop. Him has always had the capability of dancing, but now him TTS can dance also. When will you make him yaoi? I have been, so, once I get my Live 2D rig up and going, and I can use, like, VTube Studio to do quick outfit swaps and model swaps and stuff, at least I assume I'll be able to do quick model swaps. Sleep calls you good night. Good night, Lucky Pangolin. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting and sharing.
Jadiap says let's slow it down. LTD. PTE. Home.
Hoog. Erg.
LTD. PTE. Home. Erg. M.
Erg. Erv. Egg. Hello? Yeah, was your word of the month. It's like when you drink your coffee before it cools down, you go, yowie! Too hot! Nyan. But, yeah, so I really want to do, when I get Live 2D and can do model swaps better, I want to do outfit redeems, where you can, like, pick a different outfit or maybe color palette for eyfey. But another one would be like animeify eyfey, or like turn eyfey into, I don't know, like a bug or something. And if I did anime eyfey, then I could also do anime him, and him could match. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I put a cooldown on the TTS because him can't talk that fast. But I think if you do the channel points reward, it's fine. Turn yourself into a Hollow Knight character. I could do that. I could be a Bugly. Turn eyfey into Sans. I could be Eifen's Undertans. You just Googled the word yeah. You don't see anything about coffee? Oh, see, here's your mistake. You have to Google, I'm trying to, it took too long, brain too slow. I was trying to think of one of those things where it's like, inflation is like the prices of groceries are going up, and it's ruining moms' purses everywhere. Google inflation moms to learn more. I was trying to think of one of those between yaoi and coffee and literally could not. I'm like, yeah, try Googling yaoi drinkums. I don't think that was a thing. There was no mistake. Hollow Knight hat. Oh, what would a good Hollow Knight hat be? I guess just maybe like a coral mask? Oh, fuck it. You got it, Jagjap. It was so obvious. Yeah, you have to make sure the coffee is hot. You have to Google hot yaoi. There you go. There you go. Hollow Knight horns. Ooh, yeah, I could do that. I could just put the whole bug mask on. You wouldn't be able to see my face. Wait, it's not a mask, is it? It's just straight up his head. I'm turning around because I have Hollow Knight figures behind me. I bought the little Fangamer figurine set, and they're very beautiful. I could do the little shadow guy behind me. Just the Hollow Knight head on top of yours. I could. Wait, like, just hold on. We can do this, actually. We can do this right now. We can make this happen. Hold on. Yeah, shade behind you like a JoJo stand. I think do I still have, oh my god, I have so many images. Hold on. I have a pumpkin. I have a cat. There was a point where I had the little guy from the ghosty spooky from Amori, and that would be behind me when things got scary. Speaking of Hollow Knight, apparently Christopher Larkin, the guy who made the music, worked on another game called Tohu? For a second I thought that was supposed to be Toho, but missing an O. What is Tohu? Oh, it looks cute! When did this game come out? It's on the Switch? Last January 2021. Jagjap, are you gonna just play it or are you gonna stream it? Because if you're streaming it, let me know. I want to watch that. Going from yaoi all the little Google thumbnails are putting you down a weird path. Are you affecting your algorithms right now? Are you teaching Google that, yes, you want the yaois? You want to stream it? Hell yeah! Give me a heads up or like drop in the promo Discord or whatever whenever you're gonna start that, because, ooh, I want to watch it. Let's see. Which of these is a good Hollow Knight head to put on my head? This one, maybe? This one, maybe? This is a pretty standard one. These are the guys I got. These are the figurines I got. They're very nice. They're like very good quality and very pretty. And just the right size. Let's do this. This is gonna be the right size I need. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Why don't I have 110 and 111 in here? Do 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 Could Google Hollow Knight head PNG. You know what? I probably could. You know what? I probably could. Oh my god, you're so right. This is so much easier, actually. Hold on. Dude. Wait, where is it? Where'd it go? Here we go. Listen, all I know is Photoshop. All I know is how to edit images. Click alphabets in order to download what? They're making me do CAPTCHAs. I had to work so hard to learn how to do those. Downloads. There we go. Get this back. There we go. Begun. You. This music is so fitting. It's the editing music. That's huge. Hold on. Let's smallify this. Maybe put it at an angle. Looks like a funky crown. Put it over your face. I guess I could do that. Like all the way over? Just sitting over the top of the head. We could do like that. Because if you put it over all the face, then you can't see my mouth or my blinks. I'm like here. Line up with the eyes. Like that. God, it does look cool like that, but then you can't see me when I get sad. Let's put it like there. I could also make it wider. There we go. Much better. Hey, main cart. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're playing Mother 3, I promise. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go like there. I could have it like that. Why Hollowfay? We're making a new hat. Can I... Do I have enough room to put... No, we don't. Put it at a bit of an angle. Alrighty. This way, maybe? Oh, I could do like that. That's kind of cool. Like a head mask type dealio. Definitely playing Mother 3 and not standing and talking. This is fine. We're playing Mother 3. Maybe I could just have it on my head like this. Why not make that hat that's just frog? I could. Snom hat. There's so many hat possibilities. We can just have it over half the face this way. There we go. We'll do that. It slides a little to the side. Liked it smaller and just sitting on top, but you don't want to make the decisions. We can always do both versions too. We can still... Hold on. This is the struggle of making assets is... I could do like... I kind of like that actually. It's like a little crown. I like it at an angle. sitting on top. And I think that'll fit upside down also. Frog is frog. We can, excuse me, go back on that head. And we flip and we flip. Do you fit? Do you fit? Do you fit? Put you there. There we go. Beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful. Great Mother 3 gameplay. We're playing Mother 3. Look, we're playing it. We're doing it. Oh, good. When I have this open, you can't see my windows. Okay, cool. This will be hat 112. Hollow Knight. Snom hat is a necessity. Okay, let's get a Snom in here while we're at it. While we're at it. Only because I know Snom will go fast. Easy done already. And now we got, oh wait, oh god. This is fine. This is allowed. This is okay. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. What number is Snom? Snom is gonna be 113, but give me 1 sec. I have to update the thing to actually add it so that the command will work. Duplicate. Duplicate. Oh, we getting fixed? Hell yeah. The good ending. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about my explosion when it... Oh, we exploding now. Alright. I gotta figure out what to do about the explosion and unexplosion when, Oh, we're repairing now. Okay. When I get my live 2D thing set up, can I do that animation in live 2D? Can I do that animation in live 2D, or am I gonna have to, like, keep it as a weird separate GIF? This is fun. I like doing this with my head. It's fine and normal to do it. Yippee! Wahoo! I will find you. Every day of my life I'm exploding or unexploding. It can happen. Call this one Snom. Set the image as Snom. Now your points can't go towards the I just want to be single game swap. You're gonna need 100,000 points for that. How much is Explode eyfey right now? Is it 1K? Because if it's more than 1K, it should probably be 1K. 1K? Okay, yeah. I think that's a good price for this one. give me a number between 1 and 1. 13. Okay. Did the fart go off? I think it's just quiet. Hold on. Oh, that one's trigger fire. I can't fix it from here. All right. Both hats work now. Wait. Hello? I guess the wheel wants us to have Hollow Knight. Try to contain your disappointment. I mean, it's still farts. Wait, did you want it to be Snom, but you mistyped? Or did you want the cat ears back? Because if you wanted it to be Snom, I can switch it to Swam for you now. Cat? Okay, cool. Nyan, as they say. Yeah, it still makes a funny fart sound. It's just quiet. Oh, there's Snom. Yahoo! Yahoo! Your Wahoo points gone. Snom is such a good Pokemon. Points well spent. Snom is friend. Snom is so shaped. I want to take a bite out of Snom, but like I also want to protect Snom and hold Snom. Alright. Now we figure out what we're supposed to do with these fucking boulders. We have accomplished nothing. No problem. Here. Thank you, thank you. Yes, Zoom. Someone spent 100k points so we could play I Just Want to Be Single real quick. Just real quick, just for the rest of the stream, you know. Oh wait, no, I gotta do dip. Hold on, we gotta do dip. Saving up for bedtime story? Hell yeah, I could tell you such a story. So my original thoughts... I wanted to pause it, actually. My original thoughts for the bedtime story was that I would go find a story that actually exists and then read it for you guys. But I don't know any stories, so I might just make up a bedtime story. That might be better, actually. Now then, do not know now then. I don't think I'm supposed to be in Saturn Valley. The go to fuck the sleep one. I could read that, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say if you have a request for a bedtime story, I'll read whatever you request of me. And improv right off the dome. Yeah, and if you don't, then I will make up one right then and there. I will tell you the story of, this sleepy boy Sam and the, Cracker Man. Thank you, Nightbot. I'm going the wrong way. I'm absolutely going the wrong way. How do I get out of here? How do I get back to the boulders? It's not through this cave. Excuse me, birds. Excuse me, birds. This hole to cliff and Fire Mountain. This hole. I love the Mr. Saturn music so much. Maybe we could just spend the rest of every stream here. Sitting here for a second. Duster, I barely know her, but I also like the hot spring. I just like all the music in this game. It's so good. Top 10 video game soundtracks of all time. Numbers something. Mother 3. There's a badumps emote? What a good dog. Boney is such a good dog. Alright. So this is where we got stuck. There was a boulder. We learned some encouraging words. We told it to the boulder. We go up here. A horizontal boulder. Wait! Wait, why did it do that last time? Hello? Excuse me? I just had to talk to it from the right angle. I literally just had to talk to it from the right angle. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Bird boulder. Wow, skill issue. Okay, I see. This is a puzzle. This is fine. What the dog doing? The dog is eating gum. The fuck is that? What is that? A sky titney? Suck tea suck? Is that somebody's name? Tit? Ah, yes. Sky titney. Oh, this area? Should I be worried? Are the enemies hard here? Or is it just a cool aesthetic? Am I gonna have to grind off screen, which I'm absolutely gonna forget to do? A sky titty. A sky titums. So fun fact about the program that chucks objects at you. It's called Twitch Integrated Throwing System, which is acronym TITS. They did that on purpose, I know it. Don't remember the details, you remember it being annoying? Oh no. I hope the most annoying part was the stupid boulders that I forgot to talk to from the right angle. I also have to do my combos better. Don't put me to sleep, please. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the enemies do a lot of, like, status attacks. Because both the Mr. Saturns and the Mole Cricket before this area had a lot of, like, unconfused, unsleep, unparalyzed. What is this guy? Some sort of blarb? Oh! It's Mrs. Lava. Is it sad that all I can think of is kind of a MILF-free blog? I don't know if you can call this pile of lava a MILF. Hey, don't do that. What? Always watching Wazowski, like Mike Wazowski? From Famous of Monsters, Inc.? Oh, my guys are gonna die. Oh, she does look like the secretary. I forgot about her. I also forgot she said that. Always watching Wazowski. New hat. Bamboo. I need to add these new hats to the hat list. I don't even think I put horns on there. Fuck, not cat. Cat is, wait. Cat is 13. Here. There you go. Nyan. Where? I'm gonna have to be running back and the hot springs is so far away. Snom. Good ending? Bad ending. Can't you just have a hot springs in your house? I don't think you could say that to people on the internet. I hope you all like this music as much as I do, because we're gonna be hearing it a lot, I think. My Saturn. Mr. Saturn. I could have a Mr. Saturn hat. The Mother 3 lizard is on the list somewhere. You can find him. If you... I should have a hat list command. If only you had your Snom with a gun emote, it would be a perfect opportunity. You could. You could threaten back, you could counter-threaten, and also have Snom in it. It's completely relative to the situation at hand. Alright, and back in we go. To do probably the exact same thing. No, don't talk to me. Maybe I can do big attacks. Freeze is probably good against fire guys, right? Get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, I don't have a map. Oh, I like the music. Double jerky. Hello? Should use PK Fire. It's super effective against everything in Smash Brothers. God, I used to main Ness in Melee and Brawl. I haven't played enough of... I barely played Smash 4. I guess I mained Ness in Smash 4 too, but I've barely played enough of the newest Smash. I'm bad at it now. I used to be decent, and now I am sad. Hey, you hear about Mr. Facade? Apparently he's undergone a huge makeover to change his image. Yeah, I heard about that. Apparently he's made some pretty hardcore changes to himself sound-wise. Sounds like we're better find that needle fast before he starts yelling at us even louder than before. And this time, he's got horns, no less. Oh, I forgot about what happened to Facade. Horns? You gotta be kidding me. Ah! They're attacking? They're attacking at me? Mean? Don't kick. Oh. This music's got change-ups. Attacking is cringe. So true. Unless it's me attacking. I'm allowed to attack. And hell, you can't get this WebGL stuff to work. Tragic, sagic. Rest in peace. Well, that one's dead. Skill issue. Honestly, like, there's probably a tutorial out there somewhere. Just keep trying and you'll get it eventually, maybe. Stop kicking my guys. Gotta make it work in either Google Sites or within school computer restrictions. Da 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 da. What is the, like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to make programs run within your browser? Oh, I don't like you. Don't touch my dog. We don't need to dance to this song, even though it's okay. It's hard to combo, too. Can I... No, I was gonna put you to sleep. Trying to get this one game to embed in a Google site so you can play it without having to need to download it. Does that mean you have to make a Google site, or is there a Google site that already exists for it? Can you run it in, like, Google Sheets? Making Google sites is real easy. Yeah, I'm like, how does Google site hosting work? Is it like, can you just make one like through your Google account? Do you have to sign up for anything extra? Is it just kind of like Drive where you just like go to your Google menu and it's like, here you go, Google Sites, make one. It's too stupid to embed a game in it though. Doesn't it just like give you the code that you need and then you like plug in something? You probably have to plug in a lot of stuff. Use a Weebly, not Google Sites. No brain wrinkles. Brain perfectly smooth. Like a fresh penny. I don't think people say that. I don't think people say that pennies are smooth. Ooh, a box. Should I heal my guys? I should probably heal my guys. Excuse me, Miss Lava. I have to kill you now. Don't burn my friends, please. Or my dog. It's very easy to murder Mrs. Lava. Do, 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 do. Hello? Who's the Bugly? Are you terrible? You can actually do a pretty decent Roz impression. Who's Roz? Robert Original Zobert? Monsters Inc. lead. That was her name? It was Roz? I need to rewatch Monsters Inc. I don't know when the last time I saw that movie was. I remember the lizard man had a like really normal ass name, like Stanley or something. Sherbert. Randall. It was Randall. It was Randall, wasn't it? Could have been Sherbert. I guess most of them had just normal ass names. Like Mike, and people are named Sully. Who else had a name in that movie? I don't even think they named the human child. Boop, ba-doo, boop, boop, boo. Can I? Oh. I don't like that. Don't like that. Where am I? Are we lost? Y'all, are we lost? Don't do a combo attack at my dog. I want to go to the Monsters Inc. Wikipedia page and look at all the character names so bad. How many guys are in that movie even? I know it's some. Oh, I need to heal the dog. Oh, I need to heal Boney. Boney could die from one more mushroom combo attack. Hold on. www.healyourdogs.com. Gotta heal the puppy. If you've got dog, heal them. If you've got cat, you can heal them if you want. They might be able to heal themselves. Yahoo! Yahoo! See, if I hadn't healed my dog, he would have died from that combo attack. I don't know why these mushrooms are so intent on killing my dog. Bark. Give your dog a hug, that's the same as healing. Aw, yes. Puppy deserves a hug. Got a saltwater gun. Are we in a maze? Did they put us in a maze? Oh, no, don't respawn. Yippee! Mushrooms like to murder cute things, it's true. They like to consume life. They love to decay other things while they themselves grow. For some reason, oh, we're getting a new power. I think I might know why this area was annoying, and I think it's because it's basically a big ol' maze. There's a volcanoman? Firefly and its cohort. Who's the cohort? Magman? Magman and Miss Lava? I'm gonna save Lucas's PSI. What is that in Mr. Lava? Or Magman? There's like something stuck in the top of his weird volcano bits. Oh, it's another firefly. Oh, he can probably summon them, can't he? I don't like that. I don't like that. We're getting rid of him real fast. All attacks on the Magman. Freeze that man. Freeze that man. Freeze that man. No, don't call for help. No calling for help. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. Wait, why aren't I using my items? I have so many things in my pockets, like doggy jerky. It's a treat for dogs, but humans can eat it too, I think. Let's see. Double jerky. Double jerky. I have a feeling that if I like go through here, there's just gonna be another hot springs. Is that a fart song? That was a fart song. An indescribable smell lingers in the air. What does the item heal sound like? That one part of Spooky Scary Skeletons? Oh, butterfly. Thank you. In fact, will you respawn if I leave the room? You do. Oh, free heals, free heals, free heals. Your day is saved. You found an online version of the game. Hell yeah! Excuse me, butterfly. Give me my peep back. How much? 72 out of 143. Thank you, Nightbot. Why do you need it on your school? I guess if you're stuck in school all day and you want to play your game at school. I was gonna say, can't you just play it on your own device? Status? Simply program your own game. This thing only gives me 10 keep, doesn't it? It's a banger game. What? Is it the what was it, the SMBZ fighting game you were talking about? Or is it a different one? How's our status? What does SMBZ even stand for? Is it Super Mario Brothers Z? Is it, some marbles be zoopin'? Wait, it is Super Mario Brothers Z? Is it just Super Mario Brothers fighting game? Can you fight as Dry Bones or Bowser or Luigi? Do we have all our stuff yet? No, we gotta do this 3 more times. I don't have to do this 3 more times, but I want to. If you can cheese in a game, why not cheese in the game? Banger Flash animation series? Oh, it's Flash! And someone made a fan game of it. Oh, but the game isn't Flash. Is the game Flash? Because if the game is Flash, there's a... God, what is it that every Flash site uses now to emulate their Flash codes? It's got a little red arrow. If I open up the Where's an Egg... Ruffle. Whatever Ruffle is. Yeah, Ruffle. There's probably tutorials out there like how to import things into Ruffle and get them to work on your website. It's in Unity. You know what? I don't even think I can judge people for not being able to do funky, weird stuff on the internet. I still can't figure out how to get 100 Room of 1,000 Snakes to play. You have an offline Flash player you use? Yeah, I know that's possible. I know you can download a thing that like lets you run Flash on your computer. But if you're on a school computer and you don't want to actually download anything, if you have to do everything through browser, therein lies the problem. Luxury banana. Where? Where? Oh, don't attack me again. Why it's so hard to combo in this area? No, don't you buff. Don't you do a buff. No buffs allowed. This is a buff-free zone. Be gone, you. Stop doing damage. No damage allowed. Getting like a lot of XP. This is definitely a good area to grind. Or I'm extremely underleveled. Where do I go? Where do we go? At least the flies are really easy to kill. Killmurder.com. Ah! Ow! Ow! Scary sounds. Mr. Magman, don't attack me. I wonder when we'll get whale songs again. I should just set whale songs as a sound redeem so we can just have a beautiful minute of whales singing to us. How is that scary? It's loud. It's loud and right in my ears. Sometimes sounds so scary when you least think. Oh god, he could do that? He could just summon 2 guys? Illegal. Loud is not equal scary. Loud is absolutely equal scary. Have you ever been jump scared before? It's not scary if it's quiet. Ow. That one wasn't even loud, but it still scared me. I think it's just because it's the sound of being attacked, and also I'm being attacked. You've never been jump scared? Do you watch horror movies and stuff? Have you read that spooky comic where it's like, oh, there's a girl walking down the street at night and then the monster jumps up and gets you? I'm going to sleep. Thanks for stopping in, Luigi Maxwell. Have a good night's sleep. Have a good night's dreams. Have a good enjoyinggames.com. Oh, my boy is gonna die. You've watched horror movies, they're boring and everyone in them is stupid. A lot of them are. But some of them are real cool and they have great creature design and they have, preoccupied with activities. That's all good. Activities, Super Mario Brothers ZG. Now that's a not. Oh god, no way. Ow, it's loud. I was gonna say that's a not scary sound, but I need to adjust the volumes of the sound in the folder rather than in the program. I thought it was gonna be fine and then it got louder. Favorite horror movie is Us by Jordan Peele. That one was cool. I don't get it at all. I mean, like, I sort of get it. I get what it's going for, but there were a lot of points where it was like, but why though? But in the, like, in the logic of the universe, why? I like Nope a lot. I still haven't seen Get Out. I want to see that one. Your favorite horror movie is Among Us? Oh, you mean The Thing. The Thing is actually a really good... I don't think that one's a horror movie. I think that one's an action thriller. But it's also very good. Yeah, Nope was really good also. God, what did I watch? I watched 2 horror movies with some coworker friends during Halloween month. One of them was Before I Wake, I think, and the other one was As Above, So Below? I don't know, it was something weird. They were going in some French catacombs. Pretty sure there's an actual horror movie called Among Us. Oh no, here's the good... Midsummer is really good. Is that a horror movie? All I've ever seen about that is somebody with a lot of flowers. And I think a gif of, like, weird distortion on it. But I don't think that was from the movie. I think they... Oh no, my boy. Don't kill my boy. You killed my boy. It's a slow burn horror movie. Ooh. I need to check that out. I will say, Before I Wake is less... I would recommend... If you think horror movies are boring, I would recommend Before I Wake, because that one... that one is a horror movie, but mostly it's just a sweet story. Also, the scary monster... the scary monster in it is called the Canker Man, which is hilarious. The Descent is also good. Ooh. I need to write these down. I need to write these down before I forget. I feel like I'll probably remember Midsummer, but maybe I won't. Midsummer. The sweet stories are also boring. What kind of stories do you like, then? I will say, like, a problem with a lot of movies is that they're very, predictable nowadays. Like, they're very formulaic. And so by, like, halfway through the movie, you basically already know how it's gonna end. Just action and comedy. That's fair. Took a class on horror. Oh, yeah, you mentioned this before. Horror movie analysis last semester as a scheduled filler and got really into it. Horror movies are like... If you think of them as something that's... If a movie is just all jump scares, it's kind of like, okay. But, as a genre, it is, like, really interesting. There's, like, the difference between the thrillers and the, like, ones that have a lot of jump scares and the ones that are, like, slashers. Gore versus psychological horror versus all that sort of stuff. And then, like, another one you really like was Censor. I'm writing these down. If you want to know one that's extremely dumb, there was one that was extremely based on Five Nights at Freddy's, starring Nicolas Cage, and he doesn't say a single word throughout the entire movie. I don't remember what it's called. Oh god, what is it called? Wait, is there a Five Nights at Freddy's movie? It's called Willy's Wonderland. Nightbot loves Willy's Wonderland. Willy's Wonderland was really, really dumb, but also really, really fun to watch. Can I use... Can't use that when I'm dead. Wait. Healing doesn't do that. One of the healings I think can restore people. I'm pretty sure I have life noodles. End up watching any of those movies, you'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Hell yeah. One of my New Year's resolutions is to watch more movies. I think I'm gonna, I haven't like ironed out my New Year's resolutions yet. I've just kind of been like, I have some ideas of what I want to do, but I haven't written them down on a full list. But I think what I'm gonna try to do, thank you Nightbot, is watch one movie a month. Because I barely watch movies, but I wanna. So I'm adding these to the list. Don't really feel anything unless it's action or comedy. You don't feel fear or anything. I don't get scared of horror movies in the sense that some people get scared. Like, I don't watch a horror movie and then later at night be like, oh no, I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight because I'm so scared. But jump scares get me because my body's natural reaction to loud sound and sudden image is to flinch. So like, jump scares will get me, but I don't know if that counts as scared rather than just like surprised. But I still appreciate the loud, there's the jump scare for me. But I'm not about to be like, oh no, my adrenaline is high. I know we played scary games for October. We played The Crooked Man, and we played Walking Dead. Walking Dead isn't so much scary, it's just zombies. What else did we do? We played another one, right? Yeah, you're not really scared of them, but they're still interesting. It's interesting to see, like, the monsters they come up with. I really appreciate, like, the creepy aesthetic. Sometimes loud sounds will make you look in that direction, but that's about it. That's fair. I know that, like, when I was playing the creepy games, I hooked myself up to a heart monitor because I wanted to see if it made my heart race, but I'm the kind of person where if something, like, spooks me or surprises me, my heart rate actually drops. So I'm a freeze rather than flee or fight. Wait, fight or flight? Yeah, not fight, not flight, but freeze. Kill this boy. And then heal yourself. Oh wait, no, Life Noodles brings you all the way back. No, don't you lava. Don't you lava. But, I can appreciate a sweet story. I can appreciate a drama if it's well written. I can even appreciate a romance if it's well written. Oh, it's the two of them. Nope, not PK Flash. I want to get rid of him because I don't want him to summon things. Like, I really like, every year I end up going to the, those, like, amusement parks or, like, places where they do the haunted mazes where they have people dress up in scary costumes and jump out at you and shout and whatever. And those ones don't really scare me. They don't even get me, like, flinching, but it's really cool to just see the costume design and the set design and all the, like, drama romance is so incredibly boring. I mean, like, it depends. It's hard. I really hesitate to just write off an entire genre as boring, because like literally every genre of media is oversaturated with like poorly written New Hour, New Hat. Hell yeah, just written with like saturated with like poorly written series that are like boring and not great. But also Elephant Head. Every genre has some good ones in there, I think. Do watch Midsummer, bit of a heads up, it's disturbing, so content warning or something. Oh, good to know. I've seen some fucked up shit, I'll be fine. Elephant hat with the little elephant song play. Oh yeah! It does feel elephanty. I'm trying to, but like, even though I said it's hard to write off an entire genre, I'm actually trying to think of a good drama. No, you know what? I can't think of a good drama movie, but like, I do enjoy a good drama manga. Listen, I don't watch a lot of movies, but I read a lot of manga, and there's some good dramas and tragedies that make me cry in manga. I was seeing one semi-decent romance that was also comedy. I was actually thinking about this also, because we were talking the other day on stream about being Arrow Ace and just like how every media has romance in it. And I'm like, a lot of the romances I read are rom-coms. I will say it's pretty much gotta be a rom-com. Maybe a drama comedy. But it has to be like good drama. Like, the drama can't be about the comedy. No, the drama can't be about the romance. The drama has to be about other things, and then the romance is also there. God, I wish I had better streamer brain so I could remember some examples of, like, good dramas I've read. Because I will say, I love... Don't kill my guys. Hey, don't kill my guys. I love to be crying about media. Sometimes when life is super stressful... Can we kill you real quick? I don't think we can kill you real quick. Oh, wait. We lived! Life always be stressful. Listen, when life is extra especially stressful, getting a good cry, whatever chemicals that releases does such good to the brain and body. And sometimes I'm a big crybaby when it comes to media. Literally all you need is some sad piano music in the background or one of the characters crying, and there will be tears in my eyes. Crying, yeah, no comment. ABC always be crying. I need to heal these guys. I need to heal these guys so bad. Check this out, I can cry right now. Boo-hoo. Oh, wah. Easy peasy. Oh, Kumatora is almost dead. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. So, where am I going? You know, I should probably actually just hop back in the... Oh, this isn't how I get out. Oh god, this isn't how I get out. No. No, fly, don't come here. Hate country because the same reason you hate ramen romance. 99% about it is their love for someone. Country should be about love for trucks, I think. People should always be writing songs about their trucks. I will say, people, two of the most decisive... I was gonna say two of the most decisive music categories, music genres are rap and country. But I feel like people also are very decisive about things like noise or maybe metal. But rap and country are the two that people cite the most. It's like, I like all music except rap and country. The only country song you can think of is the one where the dude's like, I believe you've got my chair. Actually don't like country in general, but you take truck songs over romance any day. That's another one where it's like slurpcore. God, I would love to listen to some slurpcore right now. Fishcore is the most wait, is slurpcore an actual genre? Can we get a slurpcore song? Hold on. Hold on, hold on. The fuck? This is slurpcore? Is this music? This just sounds like toilets. You can't hear it? Hold on, let me bump this up. Can y'all not hear this? Oh god, it's so loud. What is that? Well, this is slurpcore music. This is the song you were thinking of? Oh, wait. This is Hatsune Miku. Everybody loves Hatsune Miku. You think I'm gonna get a copyright strike for that? From a game called Cruelty Squad? Yeah, it literally says... It's the video is a picture of him. It says, you said you listened to all genres. Yeah, but not whatever the fuck that Cruelty Squad slurpcore shit is. What is that? What is Cruelty Squad? What? What is slurpcore? Hello? Oh shit, Cruelty Squad looks rad. It's got colors and shapes in it. The tactical first-person shooter. Biologically augmented assassin employed by the titular Wetwork security company. The player is Meow, tasked with performing black operation Meow for its host conglomerate Meow, and must kill various Meow in order to Meow. The game has been described by the developer Meow as an immersive, power-fed Meow tactical simulated Meow with tactical stealth elements Meow. The game is notable for its surrealist Meow aesthetic inspired by the Meow LSD Dream Simulator and Meow Rio 64, complete Meow with its wobbly low poly 3D model Meow, psychedelic color palette Meow, low quality distorted audio Meow, grotesque depictions of Meow, augmented bizarre Meow, cacophony Meow music, and pixelated looking Meow unfiltered textures. Meow. Meow. Thank you, Boxbot. That was, anyway, that's what Cruelty Squad is about. Let me get this mother music back. It's too quiet here without the meows and the slurpcore. So delayed. Anyway, Cruelty Squad is honestly one of your favorite games. It's wild. God, there's a lot of games. I'm actually adding this to my list to play right now. There's a lot of games I really want to stream. I think next on the list is Trombone Champ, and actually next on the list is Pumpkin World, and then Trombone Champ. I'm just gonna write Slurpcore. I'll figure it out. Cruelty Squad. I really want to play Eyfey Will Be Broke. I already own a lot of games. And also, I have some dollars. I can buy games. I've got a 9-to-5 job. I really want to play Hypnospace Outlaw. I've been staying spoiler-free for that one. And Ultra Kill, I've heard, is a really good game. And I want to play that too. But I think it's not, like, fully released yet, or they're releasing it in chapters or something. I'm not sure if I should just jump into that right away, or wait until it's fully out. Did I heal? Do I need to heal? Chapters, wait for it. Okay. Yeah, I can wait for Ultra Kill. I've heard a lot of people have been having fun with that one though. Outer Wilds I still need to play. I've been spoiler free on that one too. And I've heard it's really, 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 really good. FF7R, is that the Final Fantasy VII remake? Did they release that in chapters? Thank you, Nightbot. Oh, I need to heal my dog. Huh. I never played Final Fantasy. I've played three Final Fantasy games. I played, I want to say 10 and like one of the early ones, and that's it. Maybe 2 of the early ones. I think I played a little bit of 6. I've never finished a Final Fantasy game. They're too long. Hypno Space Outlaw. What did the Hypno do to deserve that? Well, that game is apparently you are like an internet detective or something. You're like trying to solve a mystery by going to a bunch of Y2K aesthetic websites and trying to track down like a hacker or something. I don't know. Like I've seen like the trailers and stuff, and I've seen some pictures, and it looks rad as hell, and I've heard a lot of people like it a lot. You're making a Pokemon joke? Oh, right, Hypno's a Pokemon. I see Space Outlaw, and all I can think of is, combination Outlaw Star and Space Captain Harlock, and also the irresponsible Captain. All I can think about is anime. All hail the Hypno Toad. I know that one. He could be a space outlaw. He's in Futurama, which has got space in it. And outlaws in it, maybe. My guys or dies? My guys or dies is a lot. Don't attack me, mister. What else do I have on this list? Glittermitten Grove, Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, Hilix, or is it Hilix? Anodyne, Disco Elysium, Citizen Sleeper, Meow.
Meow.
Your Turn to Die, maybe? A Hat in Time. Why is it just... Oh, no, it says Stephanie. I thought my list just said Stephanie on it. I'm like, who is Stephanie? There's so many games. A Hat in Time is so good. Yeah, I like backed the Kickstarter for Hat in Time forever ago, and I was like, I'm so excited to play this game. I love 3D platformer collectathons. They're my favorite game as a child. They're still my favorite game now, I think, even though they make me motion sick now. But I can take Dramamine, so it's fine. And like, I was real excited for it to come out, and then they released the demo, and I downloaded it on my computer, and I was getting ready to play it, and my computer was really bad, and so the demo was like chugging. It was lagging so bad. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to play this right now. And then, by the time it came out, I had a much better computer, and then I just never, ever, ever, ever played it. The Heel Sound or whatever, listen for the part of the Spooky Scary Skeleton song? Which part of the Spooky Scary Skeleton song? I still have not played it. It has been probably a decade and I have not played it. I know there've been like 2 DLC expansions or something, and I still have not played it even once. It's your top 10 games. It looks so good. It looks so good as the thing. Need to play it like now. Maybe I'll put that on the list of games to stream as soon as we because I want to stream that one. It's gotten to the point where it's like, oh, I stream games now. I might as well stream that. Don't touch me, weird lizards. Am I lost? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. No. No. Time to sleep tomorrow, another busy 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. day. That's too long. What are you doing? Tell them to give you less hours and less work. Thank you for stopping in, though, and I hope you have a good night and you have a good sleep, and I hope your work goes well and they give you at least some downtime during it. I think Hat in Time is probably pretty up there on my list of games to play. We gotta get... I should be using my PSI. We're leaving this dungeon. We're leaving this dungeon. We're leaving this dungeon and going to the hot springs and taking a nap and having a good nap. You work your own private counseling office on top of your PhD program. Oh god, that's too many things! I feel like a PhD program is already like a full-time job, right? Get rid of you. Wait, hold on. You have to wake up at 6:30 and you get home at 4? No! No! That's... Wait, no. First of all, that's too early to wake up. I'm trying to do math. I have to wake up at... If I'm working from home, I can wake up at 8. And I start my work at 8:30. If I'm working from the office, I have to wake up at 7. You work 60 hours a week, you have 20 hours with clients, and the research is 14. Too much. Too much. Can you not cut that back some? How do you have time to do things? How do you have time to, like, eat and sleep and, rest? Rest is so important. Are you doing 7 days a week? Or not 7 days a week, 5 days a week also? You better not be doing 7 days a week. That's way too many. HelloFresh. Too many, too many. Wait, no, but HelloFresh, you still have to cook it, right? They send you the ingredients, but, like... You sleep. That's only 7.5 hours. That's not enough sleep. You should be getting 9 hours of sleep a night. They tell you 8, but they're lying. They're lying, they're lying, they're lying. If I have to go into the office, I wake up at 7 and then I get back by, I want to say 6 to 6:30. Sometimes 7 to 7:30 if I have to do overtime, and that is torture. That's not even that bad compared to what some people are doing, like compared to what you're doing, Boxbox. That's so many hours. You can't do that. That's too many. Literally, like, everybody should be able to go home. I know nobody can go home at like 3 o'clock, but everybody should be able to just go home at 3 o'clock. Any later than that is dumb. They also need to give us another weekday or weekend, I think. Where's our 4-hour, 4-day week? Where's our 420.69? Where's our 4-day week, 20 hours a week, $69 an hour? Better than your old job, it was 16 to 24 hours. You can't work 24 hours. I think that's illegal. The manager for 2 years, 48-hour shifts were brutal. You could get $15 an hour for 7 hours of sleeping / day paid when you did the 48-hour shifts. $15 an hour is literally nothing. That's bad. Hey, that's bad. Like, I guess it's while you're sleeping, but still, that's not good. They're supposed to be paying you extra for overtime, too. Like, overtime, you're supposed to get double pay. Or is it 1.5 times pay? I think it gets to double pay, paid to sleep. Yeah, like, paid to sleep is good, but also, like, if $15 an hour is your also regular wage, that's not great. Though I guess, I mean, $6,000 per 48-hour shift. Wait, hold on. I can't do math. Is 48 times 15 6,000? Is that how that works? No! I can't do math. You can't do math when you stream. Listen. Listen, I need a calculator. I'm not smart. I haven't been in school in like a decade. Yeah, no, the math doesn't add. The math doesn't add. That's only like $760, $770. $125 an hour is very different. For $125 an hour, I might work some 48-hour shifts. But yeah, $15 an hour is not. No. That's pennies. It was great. God, but also like, at what cost? At what cost? All of your free time? 2 entire days of non-stop working and sleeping? Like, I guess you still get, like, lunches and breaks. 125 per hour for 17 hours and then 15 hours per sleeping. Was that... How are you getting these numbers? Was this a salary position? Or did they just be like, alright, on hours are $125 an hour? It must have been per job, right? Wait. How does this math? It was salary? Okay. But like... Then wouldn't it I'm trying to do brain math right now. Like, I guess it's just like... How do you know you weren't paid more for when you were awake and not paid anything for when you were sleeping? How do you know it wasn't, whatever... 6,000 divided by 40... It's 48 hours is 2 days. So if you're working 8-hour shifts, that's 16 hours. So how do you know it wasn't $375 an hour? Correctional facility officer for high-risk youth offenders. Oh yeah, that is an important job. And also now that makes sense because you're on site. Okay, and they can... It's still weird that they divide up the sleeping hours and the awake hours into different amounts, but like... That would also make sense why you have to be on site, on job for that many hours, is because you have to actually be there. But also, shouldn't they have more people doing shifts? Face of the red thing looks like a red avocado. The titany? You had backup staff while you slept, but like only while you slept? Couldn't they have couldn't like you have one staff do 8 hours and then another staff do 8 hours and then another staff do 8 hours? God. That's a wild job. Yeah, actually, yeah, did things get crazy? Frog, I need to save. Five staff for 20 youth, plus you as the manager. That's still like... Thank you, Nightbot. Seems like you should have more staff, maybe. Seems like you should have like 3 times as much staff. Were 5 people all working? Like, how many people did you have on site at a time? Was it like all 5 there? Almost had your thumb bitten off one? Stabbed another staff and broke your ribs in a fight? Wild! Ow! 5 staff on site at a time. Okay. Yeah, like... They should be hiring more people, I think. 30 staff total? Okay, so they did have 30 staff. But, like, couldn't the 30 staff work in shifts? Probably sleep. See ya. Have a good night, Widowmaker. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for Thank you for learning with us. Have a good night's sleep. Have a good night's dreams. Have a good night's snack. Yeah, I'm very glad the 17-year-olds didn't kill you. It was poorly managed by the state government. Tragic. Welcome to prison jobs. Why are things the way they are? Why can't things just be good? Everything managed by the state government is poorly managed. I wish we had better government. I don't even know if you're in the US or Canada or other. There's so many. Studying to be a psychologist that makes $250 an hour to actually help the— You're in Canada? Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm over in the US, but I feel like government's mostly bad wherever you go. Why can't they get people good at running a place to do a thing? $250 to actually help the youth sounds really good, though. But I feel like even, like, psychologist jobs and therapist jobs still come with some, like, the job I do, sure, I have to be there, like, I have my hours, I have my 8:30 to 5:30 hours, and then whatever overtime I do, but when I come home, I can just turn my brain off and stop thinking about it. Like, I don't have to worry about it when I'm off hours. If something happens when I'm off hours, I'll deal with it the next day in the morning. But, like, if you're a psychologist or, like, a therapist or something, and, like, what happens if your client has, like, a breakdown and, like, really needs you when you're off hours? You gotta worry about it. You gotta worry about stuff. Good people aren't persuasive enough to win elections. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's true. Training site for the Canadian military is an assessment psychologist. Work can follow you home. Usually you tell them to call 911. Yeah, work, like, a job where work follows you home should only happen if it's a job you really, really, really love. And even then, like, you have to make time for yourself. You have to carve out, like, living for your job seems miserable. They say that people are always saying, if you do a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. But I feel like what happens most often is if you turn what you love into a job, then you stop loving the thing as much. You should always prioritize your own, like, mental health, your own physical health, too. Like, don't sacrifice sleeping hours for your job. Don't sacrifice the hours that you need to cook and clean for your job. Don't sacrifice the hours that you need to relax and just unwind for your job. Like, you need that. You love what you do, now your time limits are... that's still not enough time. It's at 11:30 to 7 a.m. No contact phone off, no emails. Yeah, never check your work emails or work messages when you're off the clock. Like, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are your long days. I turn off my phone at 10 p.m. I think. Maybe even 9 p.m. Nobody gets to talk to me on the phone after that. Unless... No, not even unless. Like, even my family is on silent mode. You can, if you need to reach me, you can reach me in the morning. I am sleeping or something. And does not start until 8 or 9. The other 4 days of the week are no contact days. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, because, if you're doing super long days, they better not be every day, because that's too much. That's too much. You'll die. You'll kill yourself. You'll kill yourself from overworking. You'll get stressed, and then your heart will give out, and then your blood will give out, and then your back will give out, and then your backflips, you can't do them anymore. Don't mind 3 long days. It's like 40 hours of working. 40 hours, think about this. 40 hours of working is most people's work week, like entire week of work. That's 5 days crammed into 3 days. That's not enough time. That's too much time and not enough time. Not enough days for too much days, for too much time for too much days. I think they should just give me a lot of money to exist. I think they should give everybody all the things that they need, and then if you want to get extra cool stuff, it works until you get the PhD. Oh, that's true. Once you get your PhD, at least you can cut that out of your schedule. Money to exist, please. Where's my universal basic income or whatever it's called? Where's my not having to spend a gaming, like a high-end gaming computer's amount of money on rent every month? Yeah, where's my UBI? Where's my not having to have a job or else I don't have healthcare? Where is my, not having to worry that groceries keep getting more expensive every month? I love your stream, so vibrant, so lovely. All I want is for the government to give me a lot of money, or for things to not cost money. I am one person living in a house, and my, like, gas and electricity are like $80 each. That's so much money a month. Yeah, groceries expensive. I used to be able to get whatever I needed for like $100 every 2 weeks, and now it's like double that. Things cost the power in Canada starts at $120. That's wild. That's too many dollars. Spend at least $100 a week. You own your property though? Okay, I'm renting. I need to not rent. Excuse me, I was trying to walk past. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to afford a house. We'll see. We'll see. Definitely not in California. This place is expensive. Don't kill my dog, please. Mostly, I just want to live somewhere that has a laundry, like, washer and dryer in the unit itself. You were in San Diego this weekend? Oh, hell yeah. Did you enjoy the rain? It's been raining unusually a lot in SoCal. Like, it never rains here, but for whatever reason, 2023 is like... It's basically been raining almost every day since New Year's, and it's wonderful. For the Pokemon Regional Championship. Oh, nice! Is that the card game or the video game? Is that like competitive battling, or is it both? I've never really followed the Pokemon competitive scenes. But they always seem like a cool place to be. TCG? Oh, hell yeah. I miss Pokemon cards. I never played the game. I simply bought the cards because they look so pretty. I feel like that's probably the experience for most people. I know a lot of card games that have been around for a while, like Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, Mood, have gotten, like, the longer you still have your old cards. At some point, my brother and I both collected cards, and at some point I sold him all of my cards so that he would have a whole collection and I didn't really care about him anymore. So he has a bunch of cards somewhere, but I think he lost them? I gotta check in with him. But yeah, I know a lot of, like, card games that have been around for a long time keep trying to add new rules and new mechanics to make things interesting. But it ends up just making things be completely, like, batshit wild. Like, I know that happened to Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know about Magic. It might be fine. Did that happen to Pokemon? Did they get weird with it? Did they get weird and wild with it? Let's heal you. Definitely gotta heal this dog. Pokemon 1999 through 2006 are worth insane amounts of cash. Ooh. My brother could be a bajillionaire. A Pokemon bajillionaire. I wish I had a map to this place. Can I get you up here without the other? No, Mrs. Lava's gonna get us. Magic cards all have a paragraph of text on them nowadays. Okay, yeah. I'm like, they used to have at least some sentences. Can we just get rid of these guys? Cost $18,000 for competitive decks? Yeah. I'm actually curious how much my brother spent on Magic, because he was really into Magic the Gathering for a while. Card games are too expensive, and that's why I can never get into them. Like, I like the idea of card games. I like the idea of trading card games, deck builder games. They seem neat and fun. Up until the part where you're expected to keep buying cards. No, I don't like that. Then it's like, oh, but cards cost too much money and it's too much work to keep track of what all the mechanics are these days, and I'm gonna get my free healing. Buy new cards every year, and then these old cards are no longer viable because there's a new rule set or whatever. You place in top 100 a few times in Magic Arena for monthly seasons. Oh, nice, hell yeah. Every other month, every time they release a new, I don't even know what they would call them. Not a pack, but like a season or a series or a genre. Pokemon does it. Yeah, like set. Like every time they release a new set, it's like, well, now you gotta get this card because it's the new meta, and if you don't have it or this other card that counters it, then you're done for. Expansions also, yes. Pokemon and Magic are the same company? That's not Wizards of the Coast, is it? Is it? Oh, it is! I always get Wizards of the Coast confused with Blizzard. Those are very different companies. One of them makes WoW, I think. And the other one does cards. Is Wizards of the Coast also Dungeons and Dragons? Or is that a different guy? Is Pokemon no more... Wait, it's no longer Wizards? Who does Pokemon now? Also, I'm pretty sure Wizards of the Coast wasn't... They were the distributor for Pokemon, but they weren't the company that actually, like, made it, right? It was somebody else. Let's just heal all our guys. We're gonna do this butterfly hack a little bit. 70 out of 147. We gotta do this 7 times. In the US, it was first published by Wizards of the Coast. In 2003, Nintendo transferred the publishing rights to the Pokemon... Oh, the Pokemon Company does it now? Oh. Huh. Yeah, like, because the Pokemon Company is in charge of everything Pokemon. Like, not just the cards, but the, like... the games, and the merch, and the clothing, and the toys. Wizards of the Coast are pricey because of licensing and rights. It's really interesting because, like, Pokemon doesn't have very good marketing anymore. Pokemon Company International is the global company, yeah. Like, I guess everybody just already knows Pokemon, so they don't have to really do commercials and stuff, but all the trailers for the newest games have been kind of garbage. And every once in a while, I'll, like, pop on the Pokemon Center site and I'll see some really cool stuff on there, but, like, they don't advertise it anywhere. Or I guess I just have ads all blocked, but I feel like they should have a better way to advertise stuff. Yeah, everybody already knows it. I totally missed that Kumatora even had a fever. Game Freak has like 120 employees? No way. Really? That few? For the amount of games they're cranking out every year? They gotta slow down or hire more people. Yeah, like EA Games has 500, and is that... Because that's not developers, right? That's not all developers, that's like... Is that including, like, Q&A testers, and, like, sales, and... everyone wild. Like, they probably don't need too many people on sales or, marketing, because they do have the Pokemon Company to take care of that for them. They probably need just, like, one or two people to catch them up on what's going on, but still, like... Account. You scared Nightbot. Nightbot says that's not enough people. Accounting? What else do people need? I don't know. I don't know what a video game company... IT support? I've got all my pip back. So I don't know where I'm going here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Monsters Inc., Pokemon Company, and Game Freak are like 250. Wait. That's including Monsters Inc. and the Pokemon Company? I thought that was just Game Freak. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's sad. That's not nearly enough people. Everyone works in a video game should be IT on this side. I work for not at all a video game place. My job is not IT support, but I do IT support work. Yeah, I hope those 250 people make bank. It explains a lot. Oh god, that explains so much about the recent games. And the lack of advertising. I get to do IT support at my work because nobody knows what a DisplayPort cable is. Or how to connect another monitor, or how to get the printer connected, or how to bring the view pane back on their email when they accidentally delete it. What they produce. It's pretty solid when they're like 50% less than most other gaming companies. I guess that's true. They have just one franchise. It's not like they're working on like 3 different types, but still, you work with stupid people. The company I work for is so bad, like with technology. They were still handling paper documents until, like, the majority paper documents until, COVID hit and we started working remote. When they wanted to send somebody, like, when they wanted to give a PDF to somebody in the same building, they would get the PDF and they would print it out and they would hand it to the person. It was sad. It was so sad. IT dude, his job never knows what he's doing. He jokes saying he got his job by proving you can connect to the Wi-Fi. That's, like, kind of what it feels like. Like, I told somebody I had to call IT support so they could, like, disable the firewall so they could update, like, a driver or something, and, like, I forget what I said, but they tried to get me on IT support. They're like, you should join IT support, because I knew, like, what a firewall was or something like that. Sounds like your old Japanese company. Screw email, we'll fax it. I work for a Japanese company, and that's probably why. I don't understand. Like, they still had a fax. I don't think they still have it somewhere. I don't think they ever use it, but they still do some paper stuff. It's insane. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, they're so bad at emails. We didn't have a PDF editor even, like, until maybe a year into COVID, even though we were working with mostly PDF. Everything is so, like, weirdly strict with their, like, weird rules, and whenever they want to get something approved, they have to go all the way up the chain of command, even if it's just something like, hey, can we wear headphones in the office? Like, it's insane. But it's nice to have some job security, because there's some, like, I have Excel sheets that make everybody's work go faster, but nobody knows how to set them up but me, and I'm like, I guess that's a little bit of job security. Like, you never have complete job security. They can always fire you for whatever reason, but somehow, despite all this, this company has still been going strong, so, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's wild. It's crazy. I like having dollars. I like having dollars. I wish I had more dollars. But also, your job sounds like a sitcom. It's a little, like, like I said before, my parents are both programmers. So I've always grown up with computers in the house. They're not like the most tech savvy. Like, they didn't have smartphones until maybe like 5 or 10 years after everybody else had smartphones. They, you don't miss working for Japanese countries since they ran the Showa era. It's weird. It's weird, but, like, it is, I will say I appreciate the lack of technology is nice in that, like, when I work remote, they're not the kind of company that are like, okay, we're gonna put a program that tracks your keyboard inputs to make sure you don't, like, get up and leave your computer. Like, they don't do any of that weird monitoring stuff. Probably because they don't know how, but, like, also... But also, like, the people they hire at that job, even, like, people don't know computer stuff, and it's wild to me. Like, my parents were programmers, so I know, I grew up with computers, I've always had computers, the computers have been there, I don't know how to program, but, like, I know how to download files and, like, send emails and, like, change the settings on my programs, and some people get there and they're just, like, they don't know you can attach a file to an email by clicking it and then dragging it into the email. Like, hello? Hello? They just don't know how. Yeah, oh my. I had to ask somebody once, like, they were asking me, they were like, people, like, don't know that, they don't know what, like, a router and a modem are. Like, they bring their computer home and the computer doesn't have a Wi-Fi card, so they're like, why can't my computer get the internet? And I'm like, I don't know, do you have the Ethernet cable? And they don't know what that is, they don't know how to connect it. It's sad. Official time to sleep now. Good luck streaming. Thanks, Fox. Have a good night's sleep. Have a good night dream. Thank you for sharing stories. May your work days get less long soon so you can rest and sleep. Your computer doesn't have a Wi-Fi card either. Neither does mine. The computer I'm streaming on right now doesn't have a Wi-Fi card, but guess what? I know how to connect an Ethernet cable to the router, and it's fine. Somebody was asking me why they couldn't connect to their printer, and I was like, do you have a USB cable to plug, like, do you have the cable to plug it into your computer? Does it have a USB cable? And they were like, I don't know, it has a cable. And I'm like, can you take a picture of the cable to show it to me? And they sent me a picture of the cable all curled up and you couldn't see the end of it. I'm like, I need to see the end so I can know how it plugs in and what it plugs into, please. I'm begging you. Had to buy a little Bluetooth thing you plug into your computer. Me too. I have a little Bluetooth dongle right now, and then I'm not even using it. I'm not even using any Bluetooth things on this computer. It was so sad. It was also the world's blurriest photo I've ever seen. Like, as they were trying to connect their monitor, and I'm like, do you have an HDMI cable or a DisplayPort cable? A DisplayPort cable looks like an HDMI cable, but one of the sides flats, and I send them a picture of the two, and I'm like, this is what they look like. Can you send me a picture of the one you have? And they sent me the world's blurriest picture. I'm like, from this picture, I can barely tell if it's HDMI or DisplayPort. Like, I can't even tell if the side is flat or, like, not flat, whatever. Like, I want to call it pointy. Trading HDMI pics, eh? This means different things to a robot. But yeah, it's very sad sometimes, but also it's like I get to be a big fish in a small pond, which isn't the worst. But sometimes I like to think and dream what it would be like to work at a company where people know, to be a robot, oh god. I wonder what it's like to work at a company where people at least know computer basics. Not the HDMI port, ooh la la, that's too risque. I don't think I have HDMI inputs on my person. I have them on my monitors and my computer. I guess they're outputs on the computer. But yeah, like, I'll tell you, when I first started my job, I didn't know, I had never seen a DisplayPort cable before because I've only ever worked with HDMI, but it only took about 2 seconds to be like, okay, these two cables are different. What's the name for this one? Got it. Solid. Oh, there it is. Wow, we just walked right past it the first time, huh? There's the needle. Interpreter. I found you. I finally found you. Wehehehe. Is what Facade says. Oh, he got horns. Oh, that's the interpreter. Please forgive my late introduction. I'm Facade's interpreter. Because of you, I feel more beautiful, newer, and more wonderful than ever before. But I will not thank you, is what Facade just said. Uh-oh, trouble indeed. Nwehehehe, Papyrus. Nwehehehe, Facade. I like his song. Blunder. Threw me off Blunder Tower. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Off Thunder Tower. Ah, you threw me off Thunder Tower. He goes on to say, the resulting shame, pain, and woe are humiliating. Very humiliating. Therefore, I would very much like to return the favor in full. Today will be the day I make you cry. I will make you cry, Uncle. I do not believe I will ever lose to the likes of you again. Nwehehehe, is what Facade says. This battle, good luck. Oh no, should I be worried? Now let us begin, kind sirs. I will show a mature grown-up terribleness, and that terribleness is a very mature and grown-up terribleness, is what Facade says. He also adds, Nwehehehe. I'm worried. I'm going to remember to do this. Will this get everybody? Yeah, we're gonna do defense up. Offense down. I don't remember what these do. Maybe smoke bomb? Does that lower, like, his accuracy or something? Or does that make him cry? If it makes him cry, that's not what I want. Saltwater gun, maybe? You know what I should do? Save state. Think cry, but don't remember. Yeah, I was thinking Pokemon. Yeah, we're doing a save state. We're doing a save state because something tells me we're not gonna win this one and I don't want to waste all my, items. Oh, I still have the DCMC pamphlet. Will that work? Doesn't work on new Facade. That's fine. We can waste one bony turn. Oh, he's got a shield. Huh. I'm pretty sure somebody's got a shield snatcher. Let's try that again. That again. Was it you? You've got a pencil rocket. We're gonna do this to you. You've got a shield snatcher. I will take that, thank you. Thank you. Let's get all our defense way up there. Much better. Oh, I love to see a 65 damage instead of like 100. Let's go ahead and start attacking. This is not so bad, I think. Let's shove some jelly in Lucas. And nobody needs to heal. Saw a video about the trick yo-yo you got from Thunder Tower. If you show it to enemies, they clap for you. Even Klaus? I mean, Santa Claus. Wait. The trick yo? Is it, hold on, I think I have that equipped to Lucas right now. Is that just the like, friend's yo-yo? Does that make them waste a turn? The best friend yo-yo? Oh, does it make them waste a turn, or do they just clap? I should be using that. Oh, they don't waste a turn, they just clap. Okay, so it's just a fun thing. That is interesting, though. Do a fun little trick. They love it. Does nothing. Don't you smell it, Kumatora? let's do... Oh, I have goods. But the yo-yo sucks. Low accuracy. I don't think they have accuracy in this one. I haven't missed once. This song is a banger. It really is. Every song in this game is a banger. I'm pretty sure I have a mint for you. Don't do forgetfulness gas. Maybe I don't need special techniques. Wait, why did I attack with Kumatora? Why didn't I use a cool thing? Like a PK Freeze. Or PK Thunder. I can shoot him with a pencil rocket. As long as he doesn't bring his offense back up, I think we'll be good. No, don't shield. Oh! And here are the whale sounds. Do you think healing will be enough to get rid of Lucas's forgetfulness? Oh, I should have used the shield snatcher again. I forgot. Ask the whales. The whales know. Okay, it does work. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to know. Now I can use a the fucking whales. Thank you, Nightbot. I think we're gonna be okay. Get PK Love Bead. Or is that Beta, I guess? Made some chamomile tea. Hell yeah, that reminds me I have darkness tea. Oh god, the cup was cold, but the thermos is warm. I love darkness tea. Darkness tea. Yeah, darkness tea. Hold on. How do I get this? How do I get this on screen? Please learn me about dark tea. Well, it's like, what if you brewed yourself some tea, but it was just like really dark? Just look like that, just the void in your cup. You too can be drinking darkness tea. Here it is in a cup. It's just black tea, but extra dark. It is actually pea flower tea, which if you put pea flower tea, it makes your tea blue. But if you steep it too long, it just keeps getting darker and darker, and it just apparently makes it black, which is kind of incredible. Pea flower tea is extra fun though, because like when you put in lemon juice, it turns purple and it feels like magic. It's very fun. It doesn't actually have much of a flavor itself. It's like a very, very neutral whatever. So I just mix it in with other teas. So like this darkness tea is actually a candy apple tea with some pea flower in it. But either I need to put less pea flower or I need to steep it not as long because it is turning so dark. Wait, no, I need to use this. Nightbot is scared of the darkness tea. What? Why do you have a bunch of bombs? Hello? You're not allowed to have that. You can't just have that. I'm not gonna get there in time, so we're gonna have to... Yeah. Oh, jeez. Pretty sure I have a secret herb. Do I not have the life noodles? Guess we'll secret herb you. Don't kill my dog, okay? Oh, what? What? He can't eat a banana? He's not allowed to do that. Only I'm allowed to heal. Pretty sure, yeah, you're the one with the life noodles. Let's give this to you. I think that's everybody, right? Yeah, it's a big banana, 500 HP. I don't think he's allowed to do that. I hope he doesn't drop one of those like every 10 turns. I hope that was the only banana he had. Also, how did he eat that with the horns? He just sucked it up through the horns, just mushed it in there and inhaled. Terrifying, terrible. I'm gonna run out of peeps soon. Do I not have any other bombs? Mid-fight. Gross. Dude, you're fighting. You can't just smush a banana in your lungs. Which of them? No, you can't have more bombs. Stop that. Oh, I don't know about this one actually. Pretty sure I have bomb, I have jerky, I have secret herb. I have a luxury banana. Kill this dog. I'm gonna keep PK freezing him. Cannot let Kumatora die. Also cannot let Lucas die. My guys is dies. Duster can attack. Boney, heal Duster, please. Does Duster like banana? I was really worried if I used a luxury banana in this fight, Facade was gonna like snatch it from me. That seems like something they would do in this game. Oh hey! That was not so bad. Which of the... I think it was Earthbound. There was one of the other games where there was an enemy that, like, in the middle of their fight, it would be like it ate a sandwich and restored, like, 9,999 HP, but it didn't actually heal any. But, like, the text just made you think it did. These games got jukes. These games got jokes. These games got tricks. These games got trick at you. Don't remember that. God, I gotta find what it was. Like, found enemy heal, but not. God, I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna have to look that up at some point. But I could have sworn. It was either that, it was either like it healed a bunch, or... No, it couldn't have been damage, because you can see your own damage. I'm pretty sure it was like, it did something that healed it a bunch. Played Earthbound, but not Mother 1. It might have been in Mother 1. Earthbound was the one that made you just stand at a waterfall for like a minute. Oh, we got a banana. Followed by Facade also says, I will humbly make you pay for this. And he says it with a tense emotion. I believe it is an anger-filled emotion. You had to look up what to do. I needed a walkthrough to play Earthbound. There was too much where I just like straight up got lost. Same with Mother 1. I needed a walkthrough. I really needed a walkthrough to play Mother 1. I was just like, where do I even go from here? You ended up just leaving it there and making a sandwich. That's all you need to do. Well, that concludes my interpretation session. Bye, interpreter. Hold the needle. Yes. It's such good music. It's so good music. The dragon is awaking. Slowly but surely. This is fine and everything's good and nothing is bad or sad. God, I remember to keep telling you to play A Hat in Time now every stream. I'm gonna put that, something awoke inside Lucas. PK Love... Oh, is that Omega? Gotta head to bed. Good night, Jagjab. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting and sharing and oh, there's is that Phrygia? I think right as soon as these like cutscenes, they're not cutscenes, but like, you know, the scenes where you're locked in, you have to do text. As soon as we get to a frog, we're gonna save and call it a night because it is past 10. Bring it up every time you hear. I've already promised to play Pumpkin World next. And then Trombone Champ after that. But those I think will just be one stream each. After those two, I think Hat in Time is next on the list. Maybe, probably. Did I say I was gonna do something else first? Hat in Time is really up there. I want to play it. I think I need to start going back to one RPG and one not RPG. Yes, and I thought I would get pulled while I was asleep, but I saw it. I saw the needle get pulled. That leaves 3 more left. Unlike the other Magypsies, I'm very detail-oriented. I'll tell you about the needles and then disappear. I have room in my pockets. We ate a lot of food. We're good. Don't remember you haven't played it and it blew my mind. I'm gonna play it someday. Hopefully someday soon. One needle is on Tane Tane Island, south of Tasmili. I believe Mixolydia is protecting it. Another needle is in... The Chupi Chupioi Temple is in Chupi Chupioi Temple, deep in the Oriander Mountains. Have you played What Remains of Edith Finch? No, I haven't. Is that a mystery game? It sounds cool. Adding that to the list also. think you already know this, of course. But it's said that the heart of whoever pulls the needles is passed on to the Dark Dragon. Instill the power of power. Better way of asking is, do you like games that are mostly stories like Life is Strange? That's kind of like how The Walking Dead was. And normally, like, I don't like playing them on my own, but they're really fun to stream, I've found. I also haven't played Life is Strange. That's on my list to play as well. Oh, and I gotta play Sports Story. We already played Golf Story, but Sports Story came out recently, so we gotta do that one also. There's so many games to play. Not enough times to play them. I need to start streaming another day, but also I need more time. I just need more days in the week. Instill the power of power, the darkness of darkness, and the light of light into your spirit. What Remains of Edith Finch is more or less just like a movie and video game short. It's really short, but really good. Okay, that sounds promising. After these games, I do want to play some shorter games just to get a little bit of variety. We've been playing these games for a hot minute, and it is very fun. Like 3 hours or less. Okay, yeah, so we could do that definitely in one stream. That's a one stream game. Maybe I'll do, before I start any big games, we'll do a couple like one stream games. No, no, no. Not here with the eyfey percent. Okay, true, valid. A 3-hour game is gonna be like 6 or 7 hours actually. You know what? We beat Portal 1 in one stream, I think. We've beaten a couple games in one stream. We beat Frog Fractions in half a stream. Yeah, I think it took a little, like, I think it was maybe a 4-hour stream, but we beat Portal 2, I think we did in 2? Maybe 3? That one also kept crashing on me. There have been a few games that we finished in one stream. We played The Looker and we played Minute. We played both of those in one stream. We did a two for one. I think that's the most games we've ever completed in a stream. Let me peer into your eyes. Thank you. Thank you, Lucas. I wrote down everything I just told you in this secret notebook. Take it with you. Got Phrygia's notebook. And one other one. The needle said to be sticking out of the Dark Dragon's head. Can't seem to locate it at all. Was that before eyfey percent became a thing? I mean, it was before the term eyfey percent became a thing. But I'm trying to... I feel like we've been I think I've been distracted since like my 3rd stream. The stream we got the booba gifts on was the Frog Fraction stream I did with my brother, and I did stop the stream for a second to explain what boobas were and get the gif and put it on screen. Dude, I came up with the term, we were awesome. I can't... It was somebody, I think, in Lummo's chat, Lummo Phoenix's chat. I want to say maybe Chase and Ace? But the idea is, like, when you speedrun a game, it's like, oh yeah, any percented, 100%ed, or whatever. Or if you slow run a game, it's eyfey percenting it. It's a very good term, is the thing. I can't seem to locate it at all. Nor Locria, who's supposed to protect that particular needle. Oh, I forgot about AGDQ. I was gonna put the Spyro run on in the corner when they were playing it. I wonder what game they're on right now. GDQ? What are you up to? Neon White. I might check that out. Might check that out after stream. I'm so picky about details, yet I have no idea where they are. Having to disappear without finding out, it's a little bit sad. Please, don't forget me. Here, this is a memento of me, a razor and lipstick. Please take good care of them, okay? Thank you, detail-oriented Phrygia. Received Phrygia's memento. I'm gonna be sad if it's supposed to be pronounced Phrygia the whole time. You can expect to see more of me in your dreams from now on. Goodbye. Love the snow hat. It matches your color scheme. Thank you, Fly14,000. Thank you, thank you. It's a good Pokemon. Some sort of incredible power seems to be sleeping here. And now we can go find a frog and sleep ourselves. Feverish. Oh, are we still, like, suffering? Oh, we're okay. We can make it out of here, I think. Frogger time. God, I considered playing the really old school Frogger. Like Frogger for Windows 98 or whatever it is. Frogger for the PlayStation 1. I think it's called like Frogger He's Back. That was a game I played a lot as a child, and or maybe Frogger 2. Played that a lot as a child. It probably wasn't even a good game, and I would probably be really bad at it now. But it got frogs in it. And isn't that all that matters? I like this song. I like all the songs in this game are too good. As long as the frog is driving a car, you have no complaints. Well, generally in Frogger, he gets run over by a car. And that's what you're supposed to avoid. No! No summoning flies! You can't do that! Oh god, are we gonna die here? You have Phrygia's memento, so we cannot let you die. Can we just, cram some dumplings in you real quick? Please, 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 dumplings, dumplings, dumplings. No, 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 no. I should have save stated after the battle.
Meow.
Meow. Ow. So next time, we're gonna restart for the beginning of the facade battle. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna reload the save state. I'm not losing those mementos. We're saving all of them. We're saving all of them. We're just gonna redo the facade battle next time, and it's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be okay, and it's not gonna be a problem. We're gonna rewind for the nut. We can't lose this. We can't lose the mementos. We have to remember all of them. We have to remember them. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for chatting. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank y'all for Sharon and Karen and Daring. You've already forgotten that we can't. Phrygia literally asked us to remember her as her dying words. So we will reload the save state and we will fight Facade again. It was fun. Glad to have you here. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for... No, you can't forget her. She was so important. She slept. Remember the sleeping? We'll play more of this next week. Wednesday, same day of the week, 7 p.m. Pacific, same time of the night. Monday, we will play more Bug Fables. No weekend stream this weekend. I've got activities to do with friends instead. Who all is alive? Who all is alive right now? I might just send you to cats. I could send you to GDQ, but I'll just send you to cats, I think. We'll have a nice cat night. Get yourself some channel points by looking at cats. Everybody, have a good night, and have a good sleep, and have good dreams. And don't forget, ABC, always be save state loading to get your mementos back. Save is spelled with a soft C.